In this tutorial, we're going to style and color the main links. And let me just explain to you what the main links actually are. It's easy to see here. All of these are your main links. These are your links on your home page, but also when you need to drill down to something, here's more links until we actually get to the content of the app. So anywhere that you have main links, like on the main page, or at any time that you go from the main page to drilling down into the content, these are your main links. So let's go to General Settings, Styles and Colors. And this is also where you can really kind of make your app look much different than what you see here. So let's go to Main Links, and we'll just start at the top. Obviously, you have the reset colors. If you click reset colors and click yes to reset, uh, the color palette here will change back to the default, and the default is basically gray and black. But we'll click no. You have choose pre-made, which is really interesting here. You click that, and you have option to choose how you want your main links to look. And just for demonstration, we'll just choose this, and you can see how your main links have changed. Uh, and these are just things that we've provided you. You can, through all of these settings, you can make your own main links and the different uh, ways that they look and things like that. But what we've done with the pre-made one is these are just the ones that we've come up with, and we thought they looked pretty nice. Let's choose a different one. This is interesting. And those basically just turn straight into icons. If you want to have an icon view, or if you wanted something bigger, like say that, very very interesting. You can make up your own or choose pre-made. What I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh this page. Actually, we can just hit reload preload. Since I didn't save any of this, it's gonna, well, I'm gonna have to refresh the browser. Since I didn't save any of it, it's going to default back to what the last save was. So let's go back to General Settings, Styles and Colors, Main Links, and then we'll play around with some of this stuff. So we've gone over Reset Colors, and you can choose pre-made or not. Settings, it's pretty obvious stuff. Width will change your main links, and as you can see, you can get some ideas that you can really make some interesting uh, links if you want to. Space width, or the spacing width, you can see what's going on there. Spacing height, make it bigger or smaller. Again, border style, and if you've watched any of these videos, you've seen what all this stuff does. Border size, obviously, you can make it bigger or smaller. You can have no border, uh, a little bit of a border. Uh, Move things left and right. You just have to get in here and just play with it. Border radius, we've played with all the radiuses before, where the borders where you can make them radiused. Get that back to one. Uh, Border color, obviously, right now it's white. If we want to change it, this is something else. Let's add a color. Let's add red. So now you'll see that every other border is going to be red. We can add another color, say black, and you see what happens there. If we want it all to be just red, well then let's remove the other colors, and now the border color is just simply red. But just play around with that. That's easy enough for the settings. And this is where it gets, let me explain what this stuff is. And some previous videos, maybe you've seen this, but, what is the icon content box? There's a box, basically, that surrounds these icons. You can make, what I need to do is put a border on there so you can actually see it. Now you can see the border around the icon, and that is the box. So you can make that box smaller. You see how the box gets bigger or smaller. You can change the transparency. background. Of course, the background is, we need to add a color here. Maybe we can see it better. There you can see the darker color. Do the transparency. In fact, we can remove that color. We'll make them all that, and then you can really see how the background transparency for the icon content box works. Border, I'm not going to bore you with this stuff. You know about the border styles by now. Border size, obviously, bigger, smaller. Again, radius, you can radius them, or, that's kind of cool. Or not. Do whatever you want to do. Border color, again, if we add a border color there, it does every other one. As you see, that one's first, that's second. You can say that's first, that's second. We add another color, say, I don't know, let's do something crazy, green, so you can really see a difference here. Now you have three, you have, that gray, black, and green. Now you have gray, black, and green, and it just goes in order like that. And say you wanted, anytime you see these two arrows up and down, means you can move it. So what if you wanted black first and then gray, and then you just move it, or if I wanted that moved, you can do it like that. The options are pretty endless as to how you want your app to look. But that's the icon content box. Then, of course, we go to the icon, which obviously is just the actual icon. We can make the icon bigger, smaller. Transparent, you can make it, we make it so transparent you can't see it. Or that's as bright as it'll get. And again, with adding the colors, every icon here is white right now. Let's add blue. Now you see it goes white, blue, and over here, white, blue. If we added another color, orange, then it's going to go white, blue, orange. White, blue, orange. We want to move it around, we can move it around. White, orange, blue. White, orange, blue. You get the idea. Border style, again, we've been through this. You guys know what's going on with all that. You can play with with those if you want to. Border width, border radius, padding. I mean, these are things that you'll just need to play with. Border color, again, you can add colors just like we've done before. You just play with it and you'll see. Mostly what I want you to get out of this is, what isn't the icon content box? What's the icon? Same thing here with, the text content box. Well, you see the border around the text content, or the text actually, so that's the content box right there. So, you make it bigger, or smaller. You can probably really get a good idea. Let's add a color that we can really see here. Let's remove that. Now it's all dark, and we can make the transparency, less, or we can make the transparency more. Really play well. That's how I really do these apps. Is I kind of use the same colors, but I'll mess with the transparencies to give different hues of the same color. Seems to make the app look good. Of course, obviously, this does not look good because we've been playing with all the colors. But you get the idea. Border style, again, I'm not going to bore you with it. Border size, you can do them individually if you want to, or do them all as one. Radius, border colors, you get the idea of what's going on here and what the text content box is. And then we have the text, which obviously is what is inside the text content box. We can align things left, center, right, put it to the center, to the right. Whatever you want to do, you can do you can pad it over one way or the other. Text color, obviously, we can change the color of the text. If you know the hexadecimal, and I'm sure you've seen this in other videos, but you can click the top left and add the color that you want exactly to the app. Text size, I mean, it's pretty obvious what's going on here. Text weight, we've been through all this before. I'm not going to bore you to death. You can underline it if you want to. But that's the main links, and don't get completely hung up. The main links are on the front page, but also if you have to drill down to content, say in the events, these are also considered main links, and we keep drilling down main links, and then we actually get to the content. So your main links aren't necessarily just on the home page. Anytime we have to drill down via links, whatever you change here will also change those the way those links appear as well.